Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. May 20th, 2024. We're going to be doing our intraday chart review. And then we're going to go into the NASDAQ. There's a couple of nice divergence trades in there, so I'll show you guys that as well. But let's jump into the trades and what I saw for today. One trade for me. Pretty slow day. Not many setups at all, honestly. And I realized that after the first 2 hours, and then I'm like, peace, I'm out of here. So, yeah, went outside, had a good day, and didn't want to sit here because it was one of those days. So I hope you guys did the same. But we start off with this pre-market session here with this first entry, second entry short. And there's an engulfing bar here. Wait for this bar to close, enter it one tick below. Nice first entry, second entry short. Clearly at the resistance here. And this is in the pre-market session and gets a nice sell-off there. You get your move down, break, get a new low. This is a first entry, second entry long. I just didn't like this signal bar here, which would be that one. So maybe you take that trade, but I didn't like it. You get a nice little trend up here, and as I was watching this live, I saw a first entry, second entry long, took this trade. ATR was super low and only scalped for 1 point. And realizing that, I think I should have probably entered a little bit with a couple ticks back here, but I was pretty patient. My stop was quite a ways away, and then I trailed it once my entry bar closed, and I was only risking 6 ticks after that. And I could have gotten the 2 points here, but then I'd be holding for over almost 20 minutes. So I just want to get my scalp out there based on the ATR and then call it a day. So that's what I did. You do get a higher low here, but there's no room to scalp out, and I was worried about this resistance across the board. Nonetheless, so that's exactly what you want to see. Your first break where a second entry long is at. So pretty textbook setup here. I don't really like entering engulfing bars for second entry longs, but I thought with the context here it was quite well, and I did it. Nonetheless, we get a move up, kind of chop sideways up here a wee bit. And then I also saw it kind of around like this too a little bit. Something along those lines. I was looking for maybe a channel here, but I think it's a lot just more sideways here. And you can see as price moved along sideways here, kind of always kept coming back into this little range. But as I watched this high come here, I did see this first entry, second entry long failure. And as you can see, I don't have it marked or anything. All I have is an arrow. And I just wanted to talk about it with a first entry. Tried once, twice, and it sold off here. And it's very congested across the board here, but I just want to show you that you can still not look for the setups here necessarily, but you can understand where price might go. And it goes down back to the bottom of the range here, moves it up higher, get a break new high. This one's tempting to take as a hidden second entry short, but you're just calling it top here, and it's it's a 5 tick bar, but I just didn't like it. Don't think it's worth taking. You get a move down, break. You do get a first entry, second entry short inside bar, and it's definitely tempting to take this. But again, you're in the middle of the range again. This could be a failed breakout. You don't know that's going lower, but you do get your break and new low here, and then after that, just reverses back into this range, break new high. And yeah, just not many setups, as you can see, all within this little bit of a trading range. And I'm sure there's an argument to be made that you could probably have it a bigger box as well. But you get the picture. And it sells off here. And then you get a nice first entry, but no second entry short or anything like that. Chop sideways for a bit. This one's tempting to take, but it's an inside bar, and it's closing on its upper with stem here, so I didn't like that. You do get a break new low, and you do get a first entry, second entry long higher low. Again, I just think you're taking on too much risk. If you were to take this particular bar, almost it would have been a 4-point bar basically. And then the strategy would basically be, as I did previously, you would move your stop 1 tick underneath the entry bar here. But then again, you're close to the EMA, you're almost there, and then it reverses. But I just prefer to skip some of these like that. So maybe you take that one, but then you do get a first entry, second entry short, third entry short, fourth entry short, and once you see price being rejected once, twice, 3 times. This is definitely not really within the PATS system, but this is more of a trade based on just failures of trying to go higher and the probability of it reversing at least a little bit down. So it's not going to be marked, just an arrow and me talking about it. Then you get a nice 2-legged move up. You do get a first entry, second entry short, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen this be a failure, stops out, and then it sells off again. So you also do get a once, twice, 3-time triple test here. Let's see how big this bar is. So yeah, 6-tick bar. Maybe you take that trade. I marked it as aggressive, not the best signal bar. If it was a better signal bar, I would have taken it. I would have liked it a lot better. And then that's pretty much it. For the rest of the day, again, it just chopped sideways within this trading range here. Not a lot of trades today, but that's just how it is for Monday. And hopefully tomorrow will be better. So hope you guys... Oh, let me go over the NASDAQ real quick. I'm so sorry. Almost ended the video. So in the beginning of the day here, this was some pretty good trades. And let me just go over this again real quick. So, you're looking for divergences, you're looking for price to make lower lows and the divergence to make higher lows. And throughout the day, as you're watching ABCs, this one looks pretty tempting, but you only get probably 1 R on this one, which is totally fine. But you're really looking for once, twice, 3, 4. You really want to see that divergence with a clear ABC. That's kind of the picture perfect setup. So then you have an A, B, C again. You get stopped out, but then you can reset the count, A, B, C, and you just keep re-entering them. And then you're really starting to see the divergence take its toll. So you see a 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this one leads to a really good runner. And sometimes that'll happen when it's a little congested across the board as you're in a trading range, and then we develop into a trend. And when you're in a trend, you might get chopped up a little bit here. So you got to be really selective with your entries and really look for a clear signal that the trend will reverse. Then as we make our way higher here, we do get a nice ABC back down. And this is the first ABC after a huge trend up. I do like this one, even though it's not with the divergence here. It's just not the best signal bar. But as context-wise and just watching the market, you could definitely look at it. And then I really like this one here. This is a pretty clear picture perfect one. You have a nice ABC, good signal bar. And the divergence here looks awesome with it being above the 20 mark on the bottom. I like it when it stays above the 20 mark here. And leads to a nice move up. Takes a second, but never gets your stop. And then we get another nice ABC here with a very clear bearish divergence. And then as this one comes down here, again, you got to just be cautious of it. You have it move down, A, B, C, reset the count from the most highest point, A, B, C, and same kind of repeat pattern here, 1, 2, 3, divergence making higher lows and price making lower lows. So yeah, as the day goes on, some of these are pretty clear. What I really like seeing is a very clear 2-legged pullback, like here with a nice double bottom. You can clearly see the high, never went past, never reset the count, and moves higher here. These you got to be a little cautious of. The actual count itself, as in a trading range here, like you can clearly see this is a trading range. You can clearly see as the market is in a trading range here. And what you're really looking for is things like this, that you can clearly see pullbacks. Again, this is kind of noisy, even before you get down to here without hindsight. You can see bars are overlapping. So again, look for things like this. This is really what you want you guys to focus on. Very clear ABCs, not a lot of overlapping bars. That's how you're not going to get completely caught in the choppiness and the noise of it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this chart review today. Some pretty good trades on the NASDAQ, not so much on the ES, but that's why we look at both. And I'm really liking the ABC pattern, the divergence system, and hope you guys are enjoying it. Alrighty, see you guys tomorrow.